Welcome to the Jeff
and the Bonch
Show.
The Super Bowl edition.
Super Bowl edition.
We have arrived. Two teams fighting for
Oh, you brought the Lombardi
trophy.
There it
the
is.
actual Lombardi trophy, which we shrunk it down to size to fit our
yeah.
helmets.
Do you want to stand up and take a bow?
Yeah, I mean, who could have predicted this game a year ago? Oh, that's right, it was me!
And so, I thought I would surprise you, since you're such the Super Bowl expert,
Oh no.
with a game that you're going to be playing right now.
Great! I love surprises.
I know you love surprises. So, what it is that you're going to have to say if it's over or under.
Okay.
You'll get it once we get going, and there's 10 of them. And if you get 7, we're gonna see if you're a Super Bowl expert, or not Super Bowl, a football expert, because you clearly you won the year between the two of us.
I don't like pop
quiz.
Pop quizzes is not good.
All right, so the game is called Over or Under.
Okay.
The contestant is you.
Great.
Seahawks largest defeat 6 points.
When I say over under means
So
the point spread.
No.
The
Seahawks largest defeat of the year.
Meaning the amount of points they lost by.
Yes,
was
the amount
over.
of points they lost.
That was to Indianapolis.
7 points. Yes, congratulations. Broncos largest defeat 6 points.
I'm trying to think of the Broncos' losses. They lost to the Pats. That was closer than 6 points. They lost to the Chargers. I want to say that was closer than 6 points. They had a third loss. What was it? Chargers, Patriots. They lost to the Colts. I'm going to go under.
It's over. It's 7 points.
Oh! Okay.
7 point. Russell Wilson, 300-yard passing games. Over or under 5?
Under.
It's 2.
Yeah, there's no way. That's
2.
a run. That's a run first team. I know
2
that one.
300-yard
That's probably
passing
going to be
games.
the easiest question.
Okay, well, Peyton Manning, 300 passing games. Over or under 10?
That's a lot. I'm still going to go over, though. It was the highest scoring offense of all time.
12 300-yard passing games for Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Seahawks passing yards allowed per game.
It's low.
Over or under 200?
I feel like it's right around there. I'm going to say it's on the 190, so I'll go under.
It's under. It's 172.
Whoa! I thought it was like 190.
172 passing yards
Is that a
per
record?
game allowed by the Seahawks defense.
It's got to be like a modern record.
It's got to
the
be
last
really
25
close.
years or so since the NFL became such a passing offense. Passing league, I mean.
All right, so Seahawks points allowed a game.
Okay.
15.
Under.
Yep.
Absolutely under.
Well, it's 14. 14.4.
I know.
So
I mean, 15
it's
seemed
under.
like a lot for that defense.
Broncos points a game. Over under 35.
Slightly under.
Slightly over. It's 37.9 points a game.
I know they broke the points record, but I didn't think I figured about 34. So.
Okay. So these are 2 telling ones coming up.
Uh-oh.
Including the playoffs, so 18 games. Games the Broncos have had against the top 10 pass defense.
Okay.
Is it over or under 5?
I'm going to go under because their schedule is very, very easy.
It's under. They only had, out of 18 games, they had 2.
Against what was the top
2.
what?
Again, they had 2 games against the top 10,
Top 10, okay.
pass defense. The Giants at number 10.
Okay.
And the Texans at number 3.
And the sad part is, I wouldn't consider the Giants a good passing defense, and the Texans were the worst team in the league, so...
So, and then, okay, so I had to be fair, though.
Yes.
I was going to do that to the Broncos.
Okay.
Including the playoffs, 18 games. Games the Seahawks had against the top 10 pass offense. Over or under 5?
I would assume it's also under.
It's under. It's 3.
The Saints, I would think, would have to be
Saints
1.
twice.
Okay, so yeah, they played in the playoffs,
And
too.
the Falcons. Number 7.
Falcons, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
All right, so you've actually already got... We've done 9. You got 7 out of 9.
Okay.
So let's see. You're going for the record here of the
record?
most ever for over-under. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Number of Puppy Bowls. This is like the bonus question.
Uh-huh.
Over or under 8 Puppy Bowls?
I believe it's over.
Over. It's 10 Puppy
It's
Bowls.
the 10th anniversary. I knew that one.
And this one is going to have a halftime show with kittens
Yes.
and penguin cheerleaders. So if you're not into the Super Bowl,
I actually
heard
heard there's also a fantasy puppy bowl league this year.
That's great. Sign me up.
For all you fantasy football addicts out there, sign up for the Puppy Bowl Fantasy League.
Over under, you scored 8-2.
I'm pretty happy about that.
That's actually excellent.
I'm pretty happy
That's
about
very
that.
good. So okay, so these are bonus questions.
Yes.
The 2 bonus ones. Turnover ratio regular season. Let's see if you know them. Seahawks.
I have to pick.
Yeah,
we're
gonna see how close you can get. I'm just curious.
I'm gonna go plus 22.
Plus 20. Hey, that was good.
I'll take that.
Broncos.
They didn't turn over much because Moreno fumbled a couple times. Oh, Monty Ball fumbled a lot. Peyton only threw. I'm going a little bit lower. I'm gonna go plus 13.
0.
What? Zero? Huh.
Interesting.
Huh. 0. Really?
0. Defense didn't get a lot of turnovers. Even, yeah.
So the same amount of takeaways as giveaways. Yep.
Plus 20.
I'm a little surprised by that.
0.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I was researching for this game that I was creating,
it
was also giving me insight into what I would think about the Super Bowl, and I learned some surprising things that I wouldn't have thought. I learned that the Peytons offense, the Peytons.
That is what the Denver Peytons.
The Denver Peytons are really, they're good. They have a great passing attack, but they've also played bad pass defenses, and that the Seahawks, they have a great defense, but they haven't gone up against any, especially the past, any great pass offenses.
Right.
So, and then also that both teams haven't lost by more than 7 points the whole year. Neither team's gotten blown out.
Yes.
That was interesting to me too.
It's just it's very rare that not only do you have number 1 seeds in each conference, you have the best offense in the league playing the best defense in the league.
Yep. Hands down on the
Which is, quite frankly, one of my favorite types of game, which is clashing styles. Which style prevails?
Okay. I mean, I think that the Seahawks are the better team here. I think that's what it boils down to. Is I think you have the best offense and the best defense. And for me personally, I'm always going to take the best defense.
You're old school type of fan like
that. I usually am. Unless the best offense is so good that I'm going to go with the best offense. But even...
it's interesting.
And I think the Broncos do have a really good offense. I don't think they've been tested this year. We've seen statistically the best pass defense they've gone up against is the Texans.
Yes.
The Texans are horrendous.
The reason Texans had the best pass defense because he was running the ball because they were up by so many points.
Exactly. So that's skewed.
Yeah,
and then the second best was the Giants at number 10 who don't have a good pass defense.
I don't consider that a very good pass defense.
So they really haven't had any real challenges, whereas the Seahawks, their offensive numbers might not be as good, but they're going up against teams like the Cardinals twice, the 49ers twice. Even the Rams have a pretty good defense. They play them twice. So they're going up against...
They're in the best division
they're going up against a different caliber of teams.
Yes, absolutely.
I think that's what it boils down to, is the Seahawks, they might have the same record, but the Seahawks are still a better team.
Yes.
The Broncos, for, I guess, average fans or people who just are sort of watching the game, they're a more fun football team. It's more fun to root for the Broncos.
They're
and Peyton Manning.
The casual fan that watches the Super Bowl is going to be more attracted to the way the Broncos play.
I think so.
Well, here's the thing. When you correctly predict the Super Bowl a year in advance, you have a lot of time to think about what the matchup might be.
Yeah.
So I've kind of been picturing this game in my head for a very long time.
Okay.
And while everyone's focusing on the best offense versus the best defense, there's another side of the ball here. I think you have to factor in the Seahawks offense versus the Broncos defense. Mm-hmm. And I don't consider either unit very strong. With the exception of Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
I just don't see the Seahawks being able to throw the ball at will. They just don't have the weapons to do so in the passing offense.
But also, they don't need to.
That's
they don't try to throw the ball at will.
They don't try to throw the ball because of Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch in the defense, that's their game.
It's almost, I feel like the Seahawks are so reliant on the one player in their offense, and it scares me a little bit.
Well, what about the X factors coming back? Percy Harvin.
I was getting to him.
Okay.
I know it's kind of cliche to say the X factor is Percy Harvin, but I'll admit, when I made the Seahawks pick to go to the Super Bowl, I thought Percy Harvin was going to be a big part of that. Mm. And he was definitely showing signs of life before he got hurt in the divisional round, I believe it was, against New Orleans. Mm-hmm. And in my opinion, if they get anything from Percy Harvin, whether it be even a kick return, one big play in the passing game, that could single-handedly swing the game for the Seahawks.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think absolutely Percy Harvin could be the difference in the game.
I mean, it's a fun matchup because they haven't played each other this year, which is nice.
You don't like rematch of the Super Bowl.
No, and so you really don't know how is the best offense going to do against the best defense.
Yes.
And it's your classic matchup of that.
Well, and okay, I guess I have to make a pick eventually, right?
Yeah, you have to make a pick.
I've been stalling for a little while.
I'm going Seahawks.
Well, if you go back to my prediction a year ago,
Okay.
what I said was that in Eli Manning Stadium, what Peyton Manning
Oh,
would
you
do
did.
would say, "I tied you, brother. I have 2 now, too."
You did.
And I just look at the teams, and I could see the Broncos winning a close game. I could see the Seahawks winning a close game. I could see the Broncos blowing out the Seahawks. And I could not see the Seahawks blowing out the Broncos.
That's interesting because I could see the Seahawks blowing out the
See, I don't
Broncos.
see there's any way that, well, they might be able to slow down Peyton Manning. They're not going to be able to stop him. And I feel like there's more avenues for the Broncos to win this game than the Seahawks. Maybe I'm wrong. That's just my opinion. But I think if the Broncos get anything from the running game against Seattle, which is going to be difficult to do, and avoid turning over the football, and that's number one. I know it's cliche to say, don't turn over the football, but they cannot turn over the football. At just the end of the day, I think the Broncos are going to have a little too much for Seattle. So my official prediction is going to be Peyton Manning gets his 2nd Super Bowl ring.
Wow, I'm surprised with you.
Broncos 27, Seahawks 23.
Okay, I was going to go 20.
And that is my pick.
I was going to go 24-17 Seahawks.
And it's funny because if
I have them getting 24 with a defensive touchdown.
If you asked me right after the conference championship ended, if you could ask me earlier this week, I probably would have picked Seattle. But at the end of the day, I'm just going.
You're sticking with the Broncos.
I'm sticking with the Broncos.
Peyton.
I can't go against my pick now.
All right, enjoy the Super Bowl, everybody.
You're not going to say thank you for watching?
I'm going to. That was first. Enjoy the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I think we'll have a good game on our hands. Hopefully when you pick your boxes, you get 7-3 or 0-0.
We better have a good game. Like, if this is one of those, a blowout of a Super Bowl, I'm going to be pretty
well, if that happens, Roger Goodell turns the lights off.
All right, that's right.
Don't forget.
Roger Goodell turns the lights off.
So that teams lose momentum,
yeah.
and that's what will happen. So just...
Yeah, I'll say it was the wind. The wind turned accidentally,
Here he's even got
out.
a much better excuse in this
Yeah,
stadium.
he's got an outdoor stadium and everything. The cold.
Exactly what it was.
We're on to you, Goodell.
Thank you for watching the Jeff
and the Bonch
Show.
We'll be back for the season finale episode.
Season finale, when you will make the correct Super Bowl pick for the following season.
Yes, the pressure's on now.
Now that's a guarantee, so don't let us down.
Oh, boy.
Goodbye, America.
Shalom.